Hello, this is YourStockAlert.com here today to bring you a video chart of CXTO, Green Equity Holding Inc. First thing we're going to notice about this stock is that it's been in an uptrend for the last 3 months. So we can see it started off at a sell-off at 0.01. Let's just draw a line here showing that uptrend. And as we can see, it actually peaked around 0.085 for a 800+% gain for lucky investors. And let's just show that gain here for those who were able to buy at the bottom and literally sell near the top. In fact, if you bought on that fateful day in August, you pretty much had about a week to sell near or at the peak, as you can see. Next, we're going to look at the MA, which is the moving average. When looking to see if a stock is in a long-term uptrend or long-term downtrend, the MA, or the moving average, is perfect for that. And as we can see by this blue line, the moving average is the 50-day moving average is well above the 200-day moving average, which means the longer term trend is upward, which is great, and that confirms what we're seeing here. Next, what we're going to do is look for lines of support and lines of resistance. First, we're going to find out the greatest line of support, which is always a little bit lower, and that line can be found at 0.02. 0.02 is the lowest the stock has dropped, and as we can see right here on this particular candlestick, it actually dropped this low, and buyers immediately bought the stock up around 0.02 and ended up closing a little bit above 0.02, and the next day it reached 0.04. So that is definitely going to be our strongest line of support. Next, looking at a second level of support, we're going to go and find it right find that line right about 0.03. So 0.03 is going to be our second line of support here, or actually it's going to be the first line of support, followed by the strong support at 0.02. Now, so we can see the stock has been able to break this line of support in the past, but within a couple days it usually, so far as always, recovered from that area. Next, we're going to look at is lines of resistance. First, our thickest line of resistance is going to be directly at the top of the last run at 0.085. Next, we're going to look at a second level of resistance, which is a little bit weaker, which we're going to say is going to be at 0.06. The reason we're picking 0.06 is because 0.06 will represent a 50% gain from these levels, and a 50% gain is almost always a level of psychological resistance. Now, if we can break that level, there's no real resistance into the next psychological level, which should be around 0.08. So keep that in mind. Next, we're going to look at some indicators, the ADX. As we can see, an ADX above 30 and above shows a strong trend. And as we can see, we have a non-existent trend with an ADX at 18. So the ADX isn't showing us the trend. Though looking back at, let's just get that out the way. Looking back at this line that we drew earlier at 0.01, we can see that there is in fact a trend if we draw it that way. But the ADX, which does calculations about every day's trading activity, is not finding a very strong trend here. It's 12 points below what we need, so that's what we have. So moving on from the ADX, since the ADX isn't giving us much direction, we need to look at other indicators, and a great accomplice indicator to the ADX is the accumulation and distribution. This shows us if there's buying or selling within the equity. As we can see, let's see, from the month of August, accumulation has steadily risen. It was a bit stagnant in the month of September, but in October it's really taken off. In fact, there was more accumulation as the stock managed to fall and started to trade sideways here. So it's a good thing to note that we do have accumulation, and you always want to see accumulation when considering entering an equity, especially a penny stock. In conclusion, your team at yourstockalert.com sees many bullish indicators in the stock of CXTO. As always, use proper trade management. Do your own due diligence before entering a trade, and please pick your entry and exit points before the trade. Good luck, traders.